Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the Aquarius's reading for September 2022 for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for September. Now, I have to remind everybody that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, as it can help give you a broader picture of what may be going on. And if you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments of the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, which there's only one, and the link for that is in the description below this video. And if this reading resonates with you at all, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I also want to send a big sense of gratitude and thank you to all those who have liked, shared, and subscribed and donated. It really does mean a lot, and again, thank you. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for September 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. All right. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the Tower, the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So either you have or you are going to experience this sudden change. There's going to be an upheaval. And it appears that this is some sort of awakening that is taking place here. There's a revelation, and because of this, there is a choice that must be made. And you are having a difficult time making this decision. You are in this position of indecision. Excuse me. But you are moving forward, it appears, with truth. And using your intellectual prowess to move yourself forward in this time. And at the bottom, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So you are being, again, practical in the way that you move forward here. And to move forward in this way is also a way to nurture yourself, as this has been kind of a shock to the system here, this Tower. So we will get a little bit more here. Let's get 2 cards, please. This is the Yogic Path deck. 3 cards, please, for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for September 2022. 3 cards, please. Now, I don't speak very much during my day-to-day life. These readings are probably the most that I do speak in any one stretch. So do pay attention to any things you see in your mind's eye. You might hear something, a song might come to mind, feelings might bubble up. You might smell something that reminds you of something, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in person, I am connecting to your energy. So your energy is very much a part of this reading, and your energy is here, and vice versa. So do pay attention to those intuitive hits, as they will be important. 3 cards, please. Three cards, please. Three cards, please, for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for September 2022. Thank you. All right, one more card, please. Thank you. So we have sattva. So this is speaking of purity, pleasure, this calm of mind, but also clarity. So this truth that you're moving forward with, you are receiving clarity concerning this tower and what decision to make. And you are feeling calm in mind. Something has been illuminated here. And this truth. But you are, with this clarity of mind, you are feeling calm in the mind also. And Bhuvaneshvari. I'm not going to say it right. So please I do apologize. Please excuse me. A couple people have gotten this card and I have not been able to pronounce it right any of those times. So please excuse me. But this is the Mahadevi, the feminine creator of the cosmos. So it does appear that you are moving forward with this creative energy here. And you are feeling grounded. This is Muladhara, the root chakra here. So, in the first chakra. So you are feeling grounded. Once you make this decision and you begin to move forward, you're definitely not feeling very grounded in this tower energy. But when you begin to move forward with this truth and this creativity, you start to feel more stable and grounded. So let's get 3 cards, 3 messages from the Wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it. 3 cards, 3 messages for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for September 2022. Thank you. 2 more, please. Thank you. 1 more card, please. The whole deck just flipped over there. 1 more card, please. 1 more card. One more card, please. One more card, please. All right, one card, please. All right, we'll go ahead and take them. Now, Aquariuses, you are the third sign in a row to get Vajrakilaya here. So, all right. So we have Chakra Samvara, the union of wisdom and compassion. As you see, there is this tantric practice going on here. There's a balance of the male and feminine energies here, the union of wisdom and compassion. And as I said, the message here is lovemaking can bring wisdom and compassion or mire us in lust. So this is very much tied to this tower energy here. Something about that in the lust department. White Mahakala, the god of prosperity and wealth. And the message here is, wish others wealth and happiness, yours will come too. So, there's something that's being left behind here in this tower moment. And the Spirit is reminding you to wish others wealth and happiness, knowing that yours is coming too. So try not to hold animosity towards those that may be responsible for this tower moment, or you feel that they have something to do with this tower moment. Just wish them well, make this decision, and move forward in your truth. And then we have Vajrakilaya, the magician, and his mantra is Om Benza Kila Kilaya Sarwa Bengi Bang Hong Pei. And that is Tibetan. And the message here is what you identify with becomes who you are. And so this is where this stepping into this truth. And because in this tower, I feel this there is a victim in this tower moment. And it appears that you may feel victimized by this tower moment. But the Spirit is asking you to move forward in your truth. And to try not to identify with the victimhood that comes with this tower. Try to identify yourself with this greater truth of who and what you are. And that will determine who and what you become moving forward. And that's why that is so important. And again, these are two deities engaged in this tantric sexual practice here. And then we have the 8 manifestations of Padmasambhava, the lotus born. Padmasambhava, or Guru Rinpoche, is also known for this crazy wisdom, this wild wisdom here. And actually, one of the manifestations is chakra samvara. They're depicted right there on the card here. And the message here is, a great teacher is a treasure. Seek to find one. So the Spirit is asking you that now would be a really great time to seek guidance. Those things that you've been wanting to learn. Find someone that can teach you. Because the Spirit is reminding you that, and of course you can always teach yourself, but when you learn from a teacher, you are not only getting information, you're getting experiential knowledge, which in a lot of ways is priceless. And you can read about something, but unless you've gone through it, then the information doesn't hit in the same way. And that is what a seasoned teacher can provide. So do seek a teacher, because it would be a great treasure to you. All right, let's get 3 cards, please, from the Gita deck. What is on Aquarius' spiritual path for September 2022? 3 cards, please. So there is really something, that's too many. There's something that the Spirit is trying to avoid telling you at this time. There's something, and we'll try to dig a little deeper, but I'm not sure we're going to get that. All right, well, okay, I have to take those now. There's something about the shock of this tower that's important. And if you know too much about it, then it's not going to hit in the same way. And unfortunately, that is the way that the universe teaches sometimes. It's a lot of cards. All right, we'll condense these down so we can see everything in a moment. But pearls on a thread, and we'll go ahead and read the back of this. And this is Krishna, who is an incarnation of the divine, speaking to Arjun, a person. And it says, know for certain that whatever is found in this creation arises out of a combination of my material and spiritual energies. I am the origin and the dissolution of all. There is nothing beyond me, Arjun. Everything rests upon me as pearls strung on a thread. So this is the Spirit saying that even though this tower is hard, try, if you can, to see it as part of the divine, part of the divine's plan for you, and getting you on this new path, and actually getting you into your seat of truth here. Because what is shed here is there's a falsity to it. But again, the Spirit is reminding you that whatever has happened, it is indeed arising out of the divine. And then modes of goodness. We'll read the back here. Happiness is the mode of goodness. Happiness in the mode of goodness may in the beginning seem like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, for it is born out of the peace of self-realization. So, again, this does not seem, this tower is almost like poison in your energy. But as you move forward and you get down the line here, wherever this is leading you to in the coming months, you'll find that this is this nectar of bliss, and that this was so necessary to get you to where you were meant to be. As painful as it is. So, infamy. So this is connected to someone you feel is responsible for this tower here. And we'll read this. If you abandon your duty, all will speak endlessly of your shameful deed. For one who has been honored, dishonor is worse than death. So there's two things. You have felt dishonored by this tower, and this feels like this poison. This feels worse than death at this time. But this is also speaking about perhaps the person that you feel is responsible for this tower, and that they have abandoned their duty in some way and committed what appears to be this shameful deed. And again, with this lust down here, this tower could be tied to infidelity or in that way, whatever it may be, someone has abandoned their duty. And because of that, it appears that you are really, it appears you are paying the price. They're also paying the price, but you're taking a hit on this also. But the hit is to guide you towards your ultimate fulfillment, and then grief. So you're definitely dealing with grief. So that is just exactly what it is because of this person's shameful deed in this tower, you are in this position of grief. And this is what's creating this indecision. It's also what has put you in this position to make these new decisions and step into your truth. An eternal soul. So this is kind of reminding you of who you are and how you identify this truth of yourself that you're coming into. And I'm going to read the back of this. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death. The soul that is, will never cease to be. It is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain. So this grief is for the mind. And so the Spirit is asking you, even though this is difficult, to try not to identify with the mind and the emotions that are in this state of grief, or this victim type of idea of yourself. because this will perpetuate that, in fact. And identify yourself with this undying soul. This soul is not... so the emotions and the thoughts, these are all a product of the mind. The mind and the body are our vehicles that we use to maneuver through this reality. And it is, in fact, the soul that is driving the vehicle. So the emotions, just like the thoughts, are part of the vehicle. And so to identify with the part of yourself that is driving the vehicle and actually separate from the vehicle. And this is how you create this new that you are in the state of becoming. This is the truth of yourself. And come into this equal vision here. And this kind of speaks back to wish others wealth and happiness, yours will come too. Try to recognize, as hard as it may be, that this person who has abandoned their post here and committed this shameful deed is not operating from the soul. They're operating through the thoughts and emotions on autopilot, and letting the car and the vehicle decide where to go. And so this equal vision will help you see that the same truth that exists within you exists within everything that has consciousness. And this will allow you to wish others well and also to release and move forward. All right. Let's get 3 cards, please. Just 3. What type of divine energies are surrounding Aquariuses on their spiritual path for September 2022? Three cards, please. Three cards, please. Thank you. Of Ganga. Now I have to remind everybody that these are not religious specific readings. These are talking about energies. So when I'm pulling these gods and goddesses, now you may be connected with these gods and goddesses, but these are speaking of energies of the divine. Two more, please. All right, that's way too many. That's too many. All right. Please, 2 more. Thank you. 1 more. One more, please. Just 1. All right. Thank you. So we have Ganga, we have Gayantri Devi, and we have Banavatari. So Ganga, the goddess of heavenly ambrosia. What did I say? This nectar of bliss here. this nectar of ambrosia. Where once was seen as poison is now this nectar of bliss and ambrosia. So this is the goddess of heavenly ambrosia. And she is riding down the river on the back of a crocodile. And her blessings are purification from sin. Sin is, that depends on what you believe in, what sin is. Purification of worldly desires. Now, this doesn't mean you get rid of worldly desires. This means they're purified. And how do we purify these worldly desires? We offer them up as offerings to the divine, similar as these tantric practices. You offer these up to the divine. These are acts of devotion. Liberation at the time of death. And remedy for physical disease. Now that's funny because we have the god of medicine right here. So there is some healing definitely necessary after this, but this may have spurred on some physical ailments also, which you will be receiving some healing from that. Gayatri Devi, the mother of devotion. So again, these devotional acts, everything, if it is your intent, every act can be a devotional act to the divine, whether it's driving your car, doing the dishes, walking the dog, tying your shoes, blowing your nose. Everything can be offered up as devotion to the divine. And this is peace of mind. So this clarity of mind, this intellectual power, and finding this calm peace of mind here. Spiritual knowledge. So seeking this teacher. Greater concentration, again with the mental clarity. Ability to please all of the gods. Now, whether gods, the spirit, the universe, deity, however your verbiage is for that, it's all talking about the different aspects of the same energy. And Danavatari is the god of medicine here. And the blessings here are freedom from disease again. So there is some ailment here that you are receiving healing from at this time. Greater health and well-being. Now, this is wish others wealth and happiness, yours will come too. Or wealth and well-being. So you are receiving greater health and well-being here. Mastery of the medical sciences. So you may also be investigating natural remedies for whatever is ailing you at this time, and that this is all divine guidance. And spiritual knowledge and liberation. This truth is going to liberate you from this indecision. And it does appear to be, this is a truth about yourself, about who and what you are. Because this is really going to determine how you identify yourself. And how you identify yourself is the type of future you create for yourself. All right, let's get 3 cards. This is the Morgan's Tarot deck. 3 cards for our Aquariuses for what is on their spiritual path for September 2022. All right. Thank you. Eternal bliss. Not unfolding the way it should, the universe. And there is no other. All right. So eternal bliss, this cup of heavenly ambrosia. And this is the Om symbol. And this is also speaking about this truth about yourself and how this tower, even though it is hard, is now putting you on this path to this eternal bliss, eternal soul, the truth of yourself here. Even though this tower is having you think this is not unfolding the way it should. The universe is not unfolding the way it should. This is not something that happens to someone like me. I'm doing the right thing. I'm these things that we tell ourselves. And this not unfolding the way it should. But the universe is what appears to be a chaotic system is actually, this chaos is the order of the universe. It can only unfold the way that it is meant to unfold. And this is a major arcana card. There is this destined event, this sudden change that's taking place here. And even though it is hard and it tastes like poison, it feels like poison, this is all designed for your greater good. There's something about the situation before this tower, whatever has taken this tower, was not really a place that you were supposed to be forever. This came to a tower because it was temporary, and now you're stepping into your eternal soul, eternal bliss. And you're realizing there is no other. As this water dragon, water serpent, from one perspective, this dragon or serpent might be looking back and saying, oh, look at these other dragons. But from another perspective, he realizes, oh, this is all one, this eternal soul. So it's how you identify, and also realizing there is no other. From that perspective, you will be more than happy to wish others wealth and happiness, regardless of what they may have done, whatever grief they may have caused you, because you realize there really is no other, and that this person is on autopilot in their vehicle. There is no other. All right, let's get, should be interesting. Let's get 3 cards, please, for what are the hindrances on Aquarius's spiritual path for September 2022. 3 cards, please. What are the hindrances? The moon. All right, so there is something, 2 more, please. There is something that the spirit or the divine, however you word it, can't tell you. Because there's something about the shock of this that is important to move you forward here, as difficult as that may be. So this is the 2 of Wands. They're calling this the Dominion card. And the Queen of Discs. Thank you. So, like I said, there is something that is being hidden from you that you can't see on purpose. but you are using your intuition to navigate through this. But there is an illusionary aspect to what you're stepping out of. So holding on to that illusion and trying to recobble this illusion would be a hindrance. Also, falling a victim to these fears and anxieties of the mind would also be a hindrance. Then we have Dominion. So this is the Two of Wands here. So, and then with the Two of Cups, staying in this pause position or on the fence of indecision too long, planning too long on how to move forward is going to be a hindrance. And there will be a moment in this where this truth will hit, and you are going to have this option to move forward and really settle into this truth that you have discovered, or to remain in this indecision position, this on the fence position. And the Spirit is saying that that would be a hindrance to remain there. And then we have the Queen of Discs, the Queen of Pentacles. So again, there is something to this. You are being practical moving forward. But this is a spiritual path, and spirituality and spiritual paths, as it were, are not actually practical. They don't actually fit necessarily into a rational framework. So be practical, yes, but there is a sense that being too rational is not going to serve you at this time. So those are the hindrances here. Let's get one card, please, from the Dreamscapes Oracle deck. Thank you. All right, we get 3. So we have the light. So this is reminding you to reach for the light. This looks very much like this card to me. But to really strive for the light, and not just the light in the world, or I need more light in my life, but this light exists within you. So reaching for this light within you seems to be quite important. There is an element with the word. To really speak your truth on this. If there's something you got to say due to this tower situation, then the Spirit is reminding you to definitely say it. And this is also speaking about perhaps journaling, writing is going to be important. Poetry, or writing your story, keeping a dream journal, things like this. The creative expression of word here is going to be really important for you. And then we have the Death Mother. So there is something that is coming to this end, and you are going to move forward. And I know this card isn't read this way necessarily, but this energy of this tower is going to be looming. This is not just going to go away. As you see this, almost as if this person is trying to move forward from death's energy. But this memory, or the cord of death, is still connected to this person. The cord of this tower is still somewhat connected to you, whether it be energetically, the memories of this, the emotional strain that this has caused on you. And to continue to move forward as it becomes just a shadow and a memory. All right, let's get 3 cards from the Oracle of, or let's get 2 if we could. The Oracle of Rama deck. First we pick a divine card, or divine guide card, whichever one stands out or doesn't shuffle back in. Whichever one is riding high or falls out or whatever's. All right, this one is Chartrugna, the power of destroying obstacles. So this is kind of this energy for you. This is an obstacle, this indecision and this tower, but the divine is coming in and saying that if you can make this decision and step into your truth, then the obstacles will be destroyed. This tower is a faded energy, is major arcana. These are minor arcanas. So how you step forward is up to your free will, but it is highlighting a path for you here to move forward. So let's get 2 cards, 2 messages, please, for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path moving forward for September 2022. One more, please. One more, please. Thank you. So we have appropriate timing. We have number 2 is the number here, and then these are messages are numbered, and we read by the number. But 2 is also the number of choice here. So again, step out of this indecision is what it's taking. But take your journey. Action on Monday. So that's going to speak to some of you. This action on a Monday or the beginning of the week. But it's saying take your journey. Step away from this tower. And step out of this indecision. Seeds of conflict. So a person feeling victimhood seeks revenge. So not only do you feel in this victim energy from this tower, but there's also someone else in this that has experienced this tower and feels also somehow victimized by this. And they are seeking revenge. But again, your obstacles are being destroyed and removed for you. And to wish others well and know that this person that's seeking revenge is just on autopilot and moving from the point of their brain and emotions and not from the vantage point of the soul here. So do move forward. You don't want to actually engage in conflict with them. So let's get 3 cards from the Tiny. We'll split the deck 3 times, and then we'll take the tops of the splits. Purple, Yellow? It looked blue for a second. Purple. All right. Yeah, I guess the blue looks like that. All right. Face the situation. So there is this feeling that you just want to get out of this energy, and I don't blame you, and you are going to be moving forward. But like this person that's seeking revenge, or this person who has done this shameful deed, or just the feelings that arise from this. This is saying to face the situation, make your decision, and step into your truth. Face the truth of yourself also. Let's just one, please. And understanding. Again, understanding that perhaps these people are kind of on autopilot and moving from a lower vibrational response system. Also understanding that everything is arising from the divine. This tower, this person that's seeking revenge, this person who's done the shameful deed, but also you. And listen. So this is, listen to this truth of your inner heart. Listen for the guidance of the divine. And when you find this teacher, listen to their teachings. And almost listen to what they're not saying. Listen to the energy that's coming off of them. Not with your ears, but with your intuition. All right, let's get 3 cards, please. What is a parting message? What would you like to leave our Aquariuses with for what is on their spiritual path for September 2022? So yes, you will be receiving these intuitive messages moving forward. The Spirit is wanting you to know that. Also, do know that there is things hidden. There are some things in this difficult period that will not be revealed to you until the light is shown on these things. This light of your truth. One more, please. So, and that this is going to be a difficult period. There is going to be grief and emotional pain. But you are expanding forward. You've been given this foresight from this truth on how to move forward. You are embarking on your journey here as the sun rises over this lake or this ocean. And you are moving beyond the horizon here. So let's see what's underneath here. So, and I was just going to say that this mountain range and this lake or an ocean look very similar to the Two of Swords ocean. And so you can see we have another Two of Swords. So making this a decision to move forward, to step into your truth and take this journey into the unknown is really important for you. And And you are moving away from this Ten of Swords energy, this deep wound. There's been this crisis, this painful ending. But this painful ending is also creating this moment of rebirth for you. And so we have the Hermit. So you are definitely going to be doing some soul searching, seeking this inner guidance, doing this introspection type of work. You might find it enjoyable at this point to spend some time alone. You're definitely going to be withdrawing from a lot of energies that were surrounding you. And definitely use this time to meditate and come into this light of your truth here. So we see the light here. This light of your truth. Get this higher perspective on things. Go one more. We have the King of Swords here again. So you're getting this higher perspective on this truth of who you are. And finding this higher mental clarity here. So, one more? Okay. All right. So when you do that and you step into this new energy, you're stepping into this long-term success in the spirit, in the soul, on your spiritual path. You're stepping into this spiritual wealth moving forward. But you must make this decision to move forward. So we will go ahead and leave the reading here. If this reading resonates with you at all, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean a lot. And Aquariuses, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement. In September, this type of situation is never easy. So sending you a lot of love and encouragement. And Aquariuses, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.